Hi everybody, it's Tom Petty Lover, and I'm going to give you a tour of my Tom Petty shrine. First I'm going to start out in here in the other room. I've laid out my albums. Just the albums. I haven't laid out the 45s because they're in storage. A lot of my stuff is still in storage. But here's what we're starting out with as far as the albums. And if you'll notice, I have a lot of them have duplicates, or some of them even triplicates. And the reason being was I had full intentions on opening one and having one that was not open. And then some of them, when I got a hold of them, I found that I could not open them. So even the ones I got from record store days, they are all still unopened. So I haven't even seen the colors of them, except for what I've seen online. Some of these are bootlegs that I've collected. The live anthology, I love that. I love all of my Tom Petty stuff. This is a little disc that I bought with this little pouch. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got Tom Petty on it, and I Won't Back Down. Inside of it is it's really kind of a cool little case. It's got the disc inside of it. I thought it was cool, so I bought it. We've got these. She's the One. I've got a lot of hard to find albums, and this one was very hard to find, but I finally did. The Kiss My Amps Mojo, which is an awesome, awesome album. All of them are. Tom Petty has never put out a bad album. He has never put out a bad song. Not in my opinion. I can't even tell you what a favorite song would be, because they're all my favorites. The No Nukes. No Nukes was very cool. Now I'll take you down the hallway. I couldn't even have all this stuff in my bedroom. So I had to set some of it up in the hallway. And these are books. I've got 3 of the Running Down a Drain book. And I won't get rid of any of them. These magazines. Some of the old magazines. This old Rolling Stone. Now some of these magazines may not actually have Tom on the cover, but if there's a little snippet of Tom's name anywhere in the magazine, it's mine. I keep it. I'm just showing you a small sampling of the stuff that I do have, because a lot of it is still in storage. There's no room to put the stuff out. What I really, really loved, and they don't do anymore, were the tour programs. I really wish they did. I've even got some of the guitar tabs and guitar music books, and I don't even play the guitar, but since it's Tom Petty's, I of course had to buy them, just to add to my collection of stuff. You got the Vintage Guitar magazine and Rolling Stone. But the programs, I love the programs, and like I said, I wish they would bring those back, because those were a big hit. While everybody was buying t-shirts, I was buying the programs. The Trouser magazine and Total. This here is a postcard that I received back in 1982 from the Tom Petty fan club. I wrote to them, and so they sent me this postcard back that I've kept all these years. Now we'll go into the shrine room. This is my bedroom. This is some of my Tom Petty stuff that I've got that I'm able to keep out. This clock made out of a Tom Petty CD. Some videos, albums. This belt buckle's really cool. This Tom Petty hat, it's got TP on it. This was off of a Marlboro website where you could build your own or your own hat. So I put Tom Petty on it, of course. Tom Petty's everywhere. This hat is my son's fiance had made this hat for me for Christmas, and on it says, I heart Tom Petty. My kids all know that if they get me anything related to Tom Petty, that it can't be a bad thing. This little onesie I think is so cute. I bought that for my ex-husband. His stepdaughter had a baby, and I bought this for her. One for her and one for me, of course. So we've got keychains, this cigarette case. A friend of mine had made this doll, and an old friend of mine had bought the doll for me, and I've kept the doll just because it's a Tom Petty bear, so I keep it. Then I've got like the commemorative ticket we got from the last tour, and some bootleg stuff, a lot of bootleg stuff. If it's out there, I'll buy it. Oh, and these little this purse, the same person that made that teddy bear made these purses, and I had full intentions on buying one to use, but once I got them, I could not use them. Couldn't bring myself to do it. Then I have the tote bag that we got, and then I've got another tote bag here that I actually use this as my nursing bag. So everybody in the nursing home, I mean, everybody that knows me knows that I am a Tom Petty fanatic. We've got posters on the wall. Some of my posters are still in storage that I don't have in frames. I've got the Tom Petty parking only sign and the Mojo poster. I have jewelry. I've actually got earrings, and I had a pair of earrings that were a duplicate of a replica of Tom Petty's Rickenbacker, and one of them broke, so I don't wear his jewelry because I'm afraid of tearing it up. And then another friend of mine had made these little postcard things. I've got a mouse pad. My son actually made this poster here, which I thought was really cool. He made that for me. I've got a VIP pass, and just some other pictures of Tom. But one of my ultimate favorite items that means so much to me because it was made with love is this doll. A friend of mine had made this doll for me, and it's got Tom Petty on it, and I just absolutely love her. The sign up here above, Tom Petty, hallowed be thy name, that I'd made for the Orlando concert. This back past tour, it's got hats, there's bumper stickers. I've got more bumper stickers in the drawer. And of course more posters, buttons everywhere. Some of those I can't get out either. And I've got the other, my Mojo tour pick that probably everybody's got. This little laser disc thing was kind of cute, so I bought it. I can't possibly play it on anything, but that's okay. It's still got Tom's name on it. And the Nowhere and Surrender, and the little baby bib. I wish they still sold those, but they don't. Then I've got another poster here, and one of the little picture discs of Tom. I've got little license plates up here. If I can get up that high, I'll show them to you. Along with the poster we got in our packages for this last tour. And then I just love these, they're tiles. And I bought the whole collection of them. I don't know if you can see them very well, but they're tiles, different ones. Even got the one where he's lucky. And then this I just love. My son made this for me for Christmas. It's actually, if you look, it's got the Mojo pick, because I ended up collecting 3 picks on that tour. Scott Thurston threw them to me. I got one of Tom's and I got one of Mike Campbell's. Let's see. And then we've got this little clock. And I love this with Tom on the camel. And it's set on a plaque, and it's got refugee free falling in walls on it. And then I've got some lighters collection. There's some. These are a deck of playing cards, and then a coaster, and then this was one of the cards that is actually a paperweight. I have cigarette lighter cases, and this little clock that a friend of mine made me. It's an alarm clock and little jewelry case. My son actually made that carving board. It's a cutting board that he made when he was in elementary school. I've got another no parking sign. This right here is Mud Crutch's Wild Eyes 45. I've got jewelry. Like I said, I've got jewelry I've got hanging here. This little pick case, I've never opened that pick case from the last tour that came in the VIP or in the package deal. I've got picks galore from different shows. There's keychains and buttons. I mean, I'll find whatever I find that's got anything to do with Tom Petty. I'll get it. These here were little toys that were put in Argentina in their cereal boxes back in the day. I've got one of those, and then I've got a top. This little top. There's Tom Petty on it. There's more DVDs. Like I said, I can't get everything out. All my 45s are put away. This here is another one of my prized possessions. It is a guitar slide that Mike had, and I got it through the Rock the Dogs Foundation, and Mike Campbell had signed it, even though his name's a little smeared, but Tom Petty also signed this, and it's in perfect condition. I've got Snow Globe. The cups that I thought I would use some of, and I've got a whole set of the cups, and I won't use one of them. Then I've got the big clock. I have other CDs here, and more cups. This picture frame was really cool. I got in when we were out in Hollywood for the KCSN, and my son is an aspiring rock star, so I put his picture in that frame. And I've got the blanket that I've got on the wall. I hung that on the wall. I even have my light switch plate is Tom Petty. And then I have a whole slew of buttons. I've got more buttons in storage, but I just haven't had, I don't really have anywhere else to put the stuff. But those are all buttons that go all the way up there. Then I have, oh, this is really cool. A friend of mine had made this pillowcase for me. And I bought an ottoman and took the wood out of the top. And this right here is what I store my records in, and it's absolutely perfect for that. And then I have, I mean, everything's all about Tom Petty. Even my checkbook cover has got an emblem of Tom on it. This is a scrub, me being a nurse. The girls at work made me this scrub with American Girl, and she got Tom Petty on it. And I've only wore this scrub one time because I'm afraid of fading it. These are all just a pile of t-shirts, and I'm not going to go through all of them because there's too many of them. But there's just a slew of t-shirts. I've even got a Tom Petty pillowcase that I sleep on at night, so Tom's never far away from me. One of my favorite memorabilia, of course, is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, is my tattoo of Tom. I carry him everywhere I go. And I think that's about all I've got to show you. All these drawers are full of memorabilia. There's, oh God, I don't even know what all. There's a few ticket stubs. I've been to so many shows that I've stopped counting. But I've got all the stubs. They're just not all in the same place. I need to get those organized too. And I've got 8 tracks. I've got CDs, DVDs. I've got every CD. Bootleg CDs. Here's another keychain. This actually was really cool. I don't know, some of you were probably there back in the day, back in 2004 on the BBS. And a lady that was on there had actually made these calendars for people. It was really, really cool. And then it put all of our members' birthdays and stuff on there. It was really neat. All my CDs are actually in my CD case, and I'm not going to get all those out, but I've got a lot of bootleg stuff, and I've just got, if it's got Tom's name on it, it's mine. I don't care what it is. I don't care, you know, some of this stuff may not be worth anything to anybody else, but I wouldn't give up my collection for anything. To me, this is priceless. This is my safe haven, and this is where I go whenever I need to get away and I need to think, and it just feels so good to be surrounded by Tom Petty. So I hope you've enjoyed my little tour. Have a good day. Bye.